Hey, Alvin Chris from the Sit Post Chop reporting live from the truck. Listen. If you are a driver, I don't care if you are a company driver, owner operator, lease purchase, if you are in a truck and you are headed to a place that you have never been to, my best advice for you to do is go to Google. Go to Google, type in that address, and prayerfully, hopefully, a fellow trucker has put in a review pertaining to the location, pertaining to parking, pertaining to check-in, best ways to get into the place. So I'm down here in Winter Garden, Florida, and this is a spot that I've never been to, but I have made it a habit to go to Google, put in the address, and see if any truckers have put any reviews. And of course, just like clockwork, I went on to Google, and the great, let me read this. Shout out to Bruce Lewis. Bruce Lewis 8 months ago put this review. He says, "This is an absolute nightmare to come to in a semi. All residential property. Best way to get to the rear dock is to come down 9th Street, then to Maple, then right on 2nd Street. Dock is slanted on the right end of the building. We'll say that the people who work there are great, which when I went in and checked in, they were great, they were nice, they even had a restroom facility for us to use. Shout out to every place. If we as truckers are delivering goods for your business to move forward, the least, I ain't saying you gotta have a kitchen for us to eat, but at least, and I'm not talking about porta potties either, at least a spot for us to use the facilities, ones and twos, and to be able to wash our hands. That's the least. I think it should be mandatory no matter where you go as a delivery, whether you local, regional, or OTR. If you are delivering something to a business to continue their business to keep moving, they can't go without us bringing the stuff. I think it should be at minimum mandatory that y'all at least have a facility for us to use the restroom. But anyway, back to the review. But the people were nice. It says, we'll say that the people who work there are great, just need a better location. We'll give it a 5 stars then. If you are coming down Dillard off of 50, which is the way that I came, just before the end of Dillard, turn right onto Maple and go 590 feet, turn left on 2nd Street. Stop is on the right, straight ahead. Great information, great backup as far as letting you know before you get there. Definitely was residential, trees hanging, but obviously they know that trucks go down here. They just need whoever maintenance this area, the city, needs to come and just trim those trees. That way trucks can get in here like they need to. But shout out to Bruce for the review. Once again, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it again. If you are a truck driver of any, they about to get me going too. If you're a truck driver of any sort, if you've never been to a location, please go to Google, put in the address, look up the reviews. 9 times out of 10, there is going to be a driver that has been to the location before, and prayerfully he has placed a review as far as setup, parking, check-in, and all of that good stuff. So, yes, my Niners are going. We're fighting against LA Rams for the NFC. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that update, drop a little knowledge on how to get to places, so you don't get yourself in a bind. But I'm gonna show y'all the setup, and then y'all can see what's on. So I came from, this is 2nd Street. That's where I came from, which is a residential area. Now the address says that they're located on 3rd Street, which is a street over, but obviously having to come down this to get to this dock right here. So come down the street and pull in just to back into that dock. But if it had not been for that Google review of the great the great guy to give the information, most people would have come not from that street to back in, but would have came from over here and been in a bind. Because look how tight it is. Like, it's only one dock here, but I don't even think there's a spot to turn around. Nah, man, these streets are tight. So you would have had to, if I would have came down from where this red truck is coming down, I would have had to possibly, only thing that I can see is maybe turn in right here and then backed up, but that's a push, you know, and then pulling into people's stuff. So use your Google the addresses on where you're going. I mean, even if I would have came from that way and went straight down, I would have had to just keep going down until I found a way to loop around the block, seeing where you had to go. But use your Google reviews, because they will save you time, headache, and possibly tearing down some stuff. So, and they told me that the 3rd Street address, which is the next street over, is like the headquarters, like, so the office side. But the 2nd Street address is this the dock side to deliver. So thanks for that Google review. Same. Anyway, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Poach Chop out.